Welcome to a video no one has ever done before, an Ami unboxing. As usual, I chose the cheapest and slowest shipping option, so this should be pretty exciting stuff, and definitely not old news. The Ami card this month is pretty cutesy, but honestly I think I prefer the comics. I'd rather have a quick chuckle, but let's see what else we have in store for us, and naturally we have products. I love products because we are living in a material world and I am a material girl. So let's see what other mysteries this box has in store for us, and we have a wall scroll. Now hopefully this doesn't blow your mind, but it's a scroll that goes on your wall. But let's see what other treasures we can find as we dive deeper. And as you can see, I have shipped a pineapple all the way from Japan, importing fruit, quite the luxury. But what makes this one so special is that it's a little extra exotic and looks a little different than what we're used to. But let's save the fruit for dessert and start with this magical products inside. Now, I'm gonna spoil you and tell you that it's a sticker that tries to run away. It's the 30th anniversary sticker of Kirby sleeping, so I don't know why he was so jumpy. I guess spending 4 months trapped in a box on a boat does that to you. But you can see the 30th anniversary logo in the corner there. Of course, this wasn't the only one they made. They have a bunch of different Kirbys, but I just thought this one was really cute. Plus, it's pretty tiny, so I was planning on putting it on the back of my Switch, or maybe my phone case. At least that's what I tell myself, but I get sticker anxiety. I always think I'm gonna mess up, so I never actually use them. Anyways, I guess Ohirune time means nap time. I also like that the card says Pink Puffy Power at the top, so maybe I'll just put the sticker on this and keep it. Moving on, we have the wall scroll, which is Senjugahara from Bakemonogatari, retailing for 2,900 yen. Now let's just unroll this scroll like it's a decree, a royal decree by the king to have more waifus. And just look at that queen. Using our aerial drone, we were fully able to capture her beauty. But if you're a big Bakemonogatari fan, you might recognize this as the manga cover for Volume 1. So it's nice to have a big, clean version of it. Moving on to the figures, we have, of course, our Pineapple Poodle, as well as a pop parade of Nobara from Jujutsu Kaisen. But the one that I'm really excited for is the Swingy Kirby Re-Ment set. Now, Nobara comes with a hammer, and you know her pose is fairly cool. And as usual, it comes with the hexagon base. This time it's red, which I think is pretty fitting. But if you see my other videos, you might remember that I have the Figuarts Zero Nobara ordered. And that one's just a lot more dynamic and badass, right? Unfortunately, I couldn't cancel the pop-up parade in time. That's just one of the downsides of figure collecting. One you might like better just pops up, pun intended, right after. So I'm not going to open this one because I probably won't keep it. Next, let's open up the Re-Ment set of Kirby. Now I believe this is my 3rd Re-Ment set of Kirby and my 5th Re-Ment set overall. But as usual, if you buy it from Ami, you get the complete set. Otherwise, they are blind box. Now you might want to sit down on a playground for this, but the Swing Kirby set actually swings. It's pretty revolutionary technology, so we're going to open them up and see how it works. But if you buy them from Ami, they're like super affordable. On Ami, it comes out to like $30 for all of them. But I see them go for like $80 or $90 on other sites. But as I said before, these are blind box, so it might be fun to buy these and give some away as gifts. But quick tangent, the galaxy background for this box art looks really cool. The designs on the side of the box with all the possible figures are pretty charming as well. So yeah, it might also be fun to split these with a friend and see which ones you all get. Now, the first one we opened up is the Warp Star Kirby, which is a little unusual because it comes in blister packaging. Most of the time, these Re-Ment sets come in plastic bags and you have to do some assembly. You know, a real first world problem. But this one, super easy, just dangle them on there. Assembled in record time. But the details and sculpt on this is pretty clean. The only thing is this little rod here going over his left eye. I wish that was more centered. A nice touch is the name engraved on the base. Of course, the final test, give him a little boop and see him swing into action. Unfortunately, that was the only one in blister packaging. All the other ones are in plastic bags with a little more assembly. But next up, we have Parasol Waddle Dee on this little colorful rainbow. Probably my favorite one since he's floating down from the heavens on his little umbrella. Try not to have butterfingers because if you drop and lose this clear part in the carpet, it is a nightmare. Next we have this gaping mouth Kirby. I guess I'm just gonna gag him by shoving this tornado down his throat. A sentence I thought I'd never say. But once that's done, you can hang a little distressed Waddle Dee up there as he is getting blown away by Kirby. You know, when you think about it, Kirby isn't exactly a nice guy. Then we got the iconic sword Kirby with the link hat. This one almost gave me a heart attack because I almost broke that little clear piece. It was pretty fragile when I was pushing it in and it totally bent and almost snapped off. This one is pretty cool but definitely not as colorful as the others, but still pretty creative. Then we got Beam Kirby, which is just so colorful with the clear plastic ingredient. But you can see Kirby smiling as he terrorizes a Waddle Doo and makes him cry. And finally we have Meta Knight getting some love with his little orange tornado. Now that we've got all of them lined up, we can give them a little earthquake test. And yeah, it's pretty fun to see them flailing around like that. And I just checked Ami Ami and they're still available. For $6 each, I think they're a great value for what you get. I put them behind some of my other Kirbys and looking at them makes me feel less dead inside, so definitely worth it. And last but not least is our Pineapple Poodle, which I guess scientists have declared part of the Fruit Fairy family. I guess this was a collaboration between Animal Planet and Dodowo, the company. But scientists apparently have discovered other vegetable and fruit fairies. It'd be awesome to get some of these other ones. The banana seal is pretty great, and I believe that's a lychee in the middle. But you might remember I have Cabbage Dog in the top right as a plush. On the top of the box is another illustration which I think is way more adorable, but the figure itself is actually based on the illustration on the front of the box, which goes for a more fun and silly look. Now I believe on release this costs almost 9,000 yen, but I was able to get it on sale for 5,700, and I should have waited longer because it actually went all the way down to 4,000 yen. As you can see, this comes in a foam packaging. And that's because it's made of resin, PU resin to be exact, not PU as in it stinks. This pineapple shouldn't expire anytime soon, so it shouldn't smell bad. But PU is polyurethane resin, and since it is made of resin, it is a lot heavier than your usual plastic figure. Like, if you threw this pineapple at somebody's head, it would cause as much, if not more damage than a real pineapple. But it's nice that the pineapple top is magnetic, so it just kind of slots in perfectly. And I mean, just look at him, he's just so freaking happy. Especially with his big Dumbo ears. He looks like a good boy, and I'm happy to have him as my first resin figure in my collection. But let's spin him around and see some of the other details. The side of him has a greenish to yellow hue, which is a nice touch. He looks like he has a dollop of pineapple ice cream for a tail, and even a pineapple bottom. And on the side you can see the little pineapple where it kind of just looks like he's a turtle that just kind of popped out of his shell. This was an impulse buy, but it's definitely one I don't regret at all. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed these chill unboxings. Have a lovely Friday. And as always, thanks for watching. Subscribing would be awesome. And I hope to see you on the next video. Bye-bye.